we went up to go to bed, Isabel and I.
Okay.
It was probably like 11 o'clock. I walk into the bathroom and, like the shower tub faucet thing is like leaking.
Is it?
And I was thinking, my first thought was like, it's not leaking. Isabel didn't turn it off all the way. So I kind of messed with it. I was like, this not, and I tried to turn it off. It was off. And
It was, quote, off.
No. It actually was off, but it does not turn off. And when I say leaking, it's not just like doop, doop, doop. Like it's like water.
Oh, like psh, 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 psh.
Yeah. Does that give you a visual idea?
Oh, yeah.
Water is coming out of this thing, and I feel it's hot. Like the hottest
Really?
water possible. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, every time. And just to give you a little bit of context, this day had been just kind of one of those days because the car wouldn't start.
Oh, geez.
Actually, yeah, this was like almost the day after getting back from this. This was like 2 days after getting back from Charleston because did I tell you that the Honda wouldn't start?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So it got
Like
jumped.
the day that we got back.
The day that we got back. Had to jump it to get it going.
Yeah.
And then it sat on Sunday. So this was Monday after getting back from Charleston. And the Honda wouldn't start in the morning again.
Oh, geez.
And found out that the battery was still covered. I thought I had bought the battery, but it actually had been put in by Ruarks less than a year ago. So figured that out. They replaced it, which was awesome. But I had to go through the trouble of finding out that all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
at least you're 2 blocks from them.
yes, that was really nice. So had to go through all that of the car not starting and swapping out batteries and stuff. And then Isabel had a pretty rough day because she was trying to get her license renewed, and the DMV always has some other requirement these papers won't work. So she had gone there.
They're like, you need a form of ID.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's like, oh, here you go. And they're like, oh, that's expired.
Yeah. Okay, we're kind of a circular issue here. Yeah, guys, see this? But that was the second time she'd gone, and they'd turned her away with stuff.
Oh, that
super frustrating.
that sucks.
I know. Also, we don't have a DMV near us. We have to go to Delaware or Lewis Center.
Yeah. Did you guys know that you can enter the queue online?
She did, but still have to wait
All right.
and drive over there.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's just a little bit of context for the day. And so 11 o'clock, find out this thing's leaking. And I'm like, you know what? Not a big problem. I'm just going to take this thing off the wall, the other side of the wall, where you can access the panel. I was like, I'll just turn the water off right there. I'll figure this out tomorrow or the next day. So I popped that panel off, and old house, no shut off, nothing at all.
Fun.
I was like, this is dumb. So I was like, okay,
see, pipes.
yeah, pretty much. So I'm asking ChatGPT, and it's like, oh yeah, looks like you got to mow in something. The shut off should be right there. And I was like, what if it's not? And they're like, oh yeah, no, you got this other mowing.
They're like, oh, what an insightful question.
Yeah, and they're like, you've got this other brand one. Look for little screwdriver spots. I was like, oh, okay, maybe ChatGPT's got me here. I'm gonna look for these screwdriver spots that I tightened down. No, it wasn't there. And I was like, hey, it's not here. They're like, oh yeah, no, there's no shut off. I was like, why'd you get my hopes up? Gee whiz. So at this point, I was like, maybe I'll. I don't know anything about this faucet. I was like, maybe I'll take apart the faucet that faces the shower, and I can turn it off that way somehow. Awful idea, because hindsight, that would never work. But I was going down this path. So I'm going downstairs. Yes, I'm getting desperate at this point. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting my tools out. I'm starting to take apart stuff. Hey, Mac, you want to stay tired down there? Nobody can hear Mac.
Let's hope he falls asleep.
He's oh, bless you. Turns out I don't have all the right tools to take the faucet stuff apart. And I'm like, okay, let me look around in the crawl space for a shut off. So I'm peeking my head down there. There's nothing. I do not see anything. So at this point, I go back upstairs. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I was fuming. I was so mad. Isabel had to tell me to calm down, which is not good. But I was very, very frustrated, and I was like, Isabel, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep if this water's going because it's just it's too much.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and you don't know where your home shutoff is, right?
No,
like
since we had just gone to Charleston, I did know which one was ours. So I told her, I was like, I'm going to go out to our Delco thing, and I'm going to turn our whole house water off.
Yeah.
I just want it off. So I go out there. I mean, it is 11:45 at this point, and I am face down in the snow with my hand all as far into this thing as I possibly can, trying to turn the water off. Cannot turn it. Cannot. Oh, boy, that did me in. So I went in. I popped 2 melatonin. I was like, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep unless I have melatonin in my blood or wherever it goes. So I took some melatonin, and I was so mad going to bed. But the next day, God gave me a new
perspective.
New perspective. We'll just say that. He was teaching me some stuff through this situation. I'll just say that. But like right off the bat, I'd taken extra measures to like get the water off. So I'd actually called Delco. I'd had them commit to coming out as soon as they could, which they weren't going to be able to come out till like mid-afternoon or something. And then I also called a plumber. I'd actually found one who would come out and give me a quote without like charging me, which was nice. Awesome. But then like, I don't remember. I had to go to the greenhouse to get some stuff going, but once the barn was like starting that morning. So I'd gone and gotten the Amish guys started, and then I came back to the house, and I gave the Delco shut off for the house another shot. Turns out turning it the wrong way.
Oh my gosh. Oh jeez.
No.
That's what 11:45.
It sounds so dumb. Like, why wouldn't you turn it the other way? But like, you look down in this cylinder that's down in the soil. The shut-off valve part is like literally on the edge of the cylinder. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, well, if they're gonna put it on the edge, then like you would do it so like the side that you turn with the wrench would be into the like open side of the pit, right? No, it's the opposite way. It's like into the wall. So it's incredibly hard to turn it that way. You have to do it from 2 different directions, like partially turn it and then go from the other way and turn it some more. But did get the water turned off.
But it was still righty-tighty, lefty-loosey?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay, I was just clarifying.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got the water turned off, and then I called Delco, told them I was all good.
Yeah, forget it.
And ChatGPT did give me like enough of an idea of like what the problem was. They were like, here, it's probably like this that's gone wrong. Like normally with faucets, like it's the hot water. It actually makes complete sense because if the hot water comes up and it's always sitting on... Have you ever taken one of those things apart?
One of those things being hot water?
Like a shower on-off thing. No. Like on the inside, it's just this rubber valve where the hot is pushing up on the valve on the left side and the cold is on the right. Uh-huh. And the hot side always goes bad first because hot water, obviously. So it gave me a really good idea of like what was wrong, and then I was doing some YouTubing. So I was like, I think I can actually fix this without having a plumber come out. So I called the plumber and told them that they could cancel the appointment and I would get back on their schedule if I couldn't get it fixed. But I went to our little Sunbury hardware store, got the part, like $45, but not too bad.
Not bad.
And pulled the thing out, popped it right in there, and give her a go, and she was good. No leaking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I went, obviously, back out and had to turn the water back on the correct way.
Yeah.
Lefty-loosey.
Yeah.
But, yeah, felt very accomplished.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Very, very accomplished.
Seems like both of us were dealing with possible water issues coming back from Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
When we got back, so this is on Saturday, I had turned off our water to the house when we left because I didn't, just in case, because we knew that it was supposed to get really cold. And
You were peer pressured into it.
Yes, I was. But I really didn't want to deal with frozen pipes or anything. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So did that. When we came back, Bailey walks inside, uses the restroom, and then she's like, the toilet's not flushing.
God.
And I was like, well, yeah, it's because the water's off. She's like, oh. And so I go downstairs, turn on the water, and then it flushes fine. And the faucet in the bathroom works great. And then I go over to the kitchen and I turn on both knobs and neither one of them has any water.
You were just trying to get like air out.
I was just trying to get the water to start flowing again. And nothing comes out of the sink. And so now this is
very
like
similar experience to what I've had at a Airbnb. Story for another day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's my version of sitting there being like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight because I don't know if my pipes are frozen. I don't know if I forgot about like a valve or something that I closed or whatever. So I'm like going down in the basement, just checking all of these valves, just turning them right and left, trying to figure out this whole circuit and figure out exactly which pipes are the ones that are actually going over to the kitchen.
Yeah,
because
very
we have a
difficult.
basement, but we also have a crawl space. And so the pipes go like basically into the ground in the direction of the kitchen. And I was just like, I don't know. The only thing I can figure is that they got frozen.
Yeah.
Even though like I had...
That actually seems like it'd be the least likely to freeze because it's like actually in the ground under the house.
Yeah, but it still has to come out of the ground in order to go up to the house. So I was so frustrated. I was like, I can't get over there very easily because our crawl space is incredibly difficult to get into. And so I was like, I think what I'm going to try to do is, like I had the cabinets open, but
in this kitchen.
Yes,
Yeah.
during the whole time that we were gone. So I was like, well, maybe if I get a space heater going, that'll help a little bit. And then also if I bump up the temperature in the whole house and open up the door to the basement, that'll allow warmer air to actually like warm up the basement a little bit more and warm up.
That's the way air goes.
Right.
Is it goes down.
Yeah. But if I can warm up any of the air downstairs in the basement, and then it also warms up the air in the crawl space, then maybe it can like defrost those pipes just enough.
Yeah.
And so I shut off the water to the kitchen that night because I didn't want any other issues while I was hoping that they would just defrost.
Yeah.
And so that was on Saturday. Then Sunday, we get up, go to church, come back. Well, we went to lunch, and I was talking about this with you guys a little bit, and then got back and opened up the valves on those two lines.
And it
And
blew
went
up.
upstairs and turned on the sink, and I got a tiny drip.
Like half a drip.
Like from both sides, and then it turned into just a tinkle. And
a
then
tinkle.
a little tinkle.
That sounds bad.
And then a little trickle. And then it just kept getting
it
better and better.
got better.
Yeah, because it was working the ice out of it, apparently.
Oh.
And so it cleared up, and it was all good. And I was like, this is great. This makes me feel so much better. But I still didn't know if there could be like a crack or something in the line. So I was a little nervous about that, but I was like,
I'm selling this house soon.
It seems like
matter that much.
Yeah. But I was like, it seems like it's got the same water pressure right now.
Yeah.
As
you wouldn't think it would have the same.
And our crawl space is like so hard to get into.
Really?
So honestly, I just didn't get
Honestly,
around
I didn't
to it.
even know until you mentioned that. I didn't even know you had a crawl space.
Yes, we do have a crawl space. And I was just like, I think I'm just gonna just observe, see if there's anything weird that I notice in the basement, and see what our next water bill is if I'm not able to get over there in time. I know this sounds
could lose like so many gallons of water and not know based on your water bill.
For sure. For sure. Well, yeah, you would for sure know from your water bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, water's so cheap in the grand scheme of things. Water's cheap, and water use definitely fluctuates. So you wouldn't really have a great idea if you had like a small leak in the.
Yeah, but not necessarily.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I just had all these other things going on with the house that I've been trying to fix and everything because we're trying to sell the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I eventually we got our water bill like maybe a week later, and it was higher
than it
normally
actually
was, and that made me feel terrible. And it seemed like there was a little leak around our hot water heater, and I just don't have time to like address all of this stuff because I've got so many other things that I have to do with the house. And so I called a plumber, had them come out, and they take a look at around the hot water heater, and he's like, this is definitely not the hot water heater. They don't have any gaskets or anything that are going to leak. It's just going to rust out, and then you're just going to have 50 gallons in your basement. And I was like, oh, okay. So he's like, it's not your hot water heater. I think it's just like
should ask ChatGPT.
A little bit of moisture. Yeah, right. It's just a little bit of moisture coming in from the outside, like around the foundation or something. But it's just one small area, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
And then I asked him about the lines, and he's like, well, it looks like these lines are coming, like they're going into the dirt, but they're going up. So like if you had a leak, it should, especially at this point being like over a week ago that you came back, then you should have water that's actually coming in through here.
Oh.
Because it should saturate the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And then you would actually have water trickling back into your basement, and it's totally dry.
Yeah.
He's like, honestly, if I were you, I would just leave it and just keep observing and just make sure that, nothing actually happens beyond this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, that's what the plumber said. And then we got our next bill at the beginning or at the end of February.
Double.
No, and it was the same as it's been in the past.
Oh.
And so I think we're good. I have no idea why the one bill was a little bit higher. But
when you say a little bit higher, like what are you talking?
I mean like $12.
$12 total?
No, higher.
Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, you got cheap bill.
Yeah.
What is your water bill?
Well, normally it's somewhere between like 25 and 30. This time it was like 37. But water's cheap, so I thought 37 could mean that I had a leak. And then the bill that we just got is 25. And I was like, okay, I think we're fine.
Yeah.
So, but that made me so nervous.
I don't understand the water bill in Sunbury. It like fluctuates so much.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it. And then I also have to pay for Sunbury sewer for whatever reason.
We don't have to deal with that
Yeah.
because we have septic. We have a
you have
septic system.
septic.
Yeah, but
Dude,
we
it's
also
like-
had to just pay
like
$350 to have our septic tank pumped
Oh.
because you have to do that
Yikes.
every like 5 years.
Well, I
It's
guess
been 6 years at this point, and we figured we should probably handle that before we move.
they don't even know.
Well, they will
Oh.
because they'll.
There's
There's a good chance that they'll get an inspection. So
Oh, you would see that on the inspection?
yeah,
They
well, a lot
Wow.
of them want to know when it was pumped last.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
if
Well, I guess that makes me feel a little bit better.
if
that
yours has already
no
been
septic.
yeah, if yours has been pumped recently, then
Why did I think that septic systems? Maybe I shouldn't admit this publicly, but I thought they just. I thought it just worked.
work indefinitely?
worked its way out.
I mean, it does, but there's certain solids that
Nice.
fill up the tank,
Oh.
and all the liquids go out. So the solids need to be removed.
Well, I do. On our sewage thing, it charges us like essentially the same as our water bill, like because they just look at water data and they're
Mhm.
like, we can roughly assume that amount of gallons went in your
It's
house, that
also
amount
going into your septic.
that
your
amount
sewage.
of gallons went out too.
Mhm.
So then they like just charge us based off that. It's kind of annoying, but
Yeah, but it also makes sense because they have to treat it somehow.
yeah, it does make sense. Another house project was adding my little shed
Oh yeah,
back of the house.
cute little shed.
Cute little shed.
I haven't actually seen it in person, but
Yeah. Oh, cute. Especially when you got to
it's an
bend
adorable
down
little
to
shed.
get inside.
It's basically a kid's shed.
Kind of is. I mean, when ordering it, I knew that this was a Chinese shed. But boy, it is Chinese.
Ooh boy.
Yeah. Directions, got to give it to them. They did a pretty decent job with the directions.
Mm-hmm.
There were a ton of. I read a lot of reviews before I bought this thing, and a bunch of them were like, number one thing I saw on there was peeling the plastic off all the exterior metal is actually like the worst thing. Like it'll make you question everything.
Huh.
So I kind of knew that going into it. And then the second thing was a lot of people had to disassemble often to like keep going on because they like assembled something wrong and they didn't realize it. I will say
Well, assemble better.
I'll get to that point later, but I will say generally speaking, I didn't have a problem with assembly. There was one thing though. I'll get to that. But I had gotten this shed 2 days before we left to Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like a good little start on assembling this thing. But I also knew, I was like, well, do I want to like, I was like, even if I can build this whole thing, would I want to? Because I know we got all this snow coming. I don't know, like stability wise, like with that much snow, I was like, I'll just like get part of the walls up and then leave the rest for later. So what I'd done was, because like they have the layout, the rectangle layout of the whole shed with like this metal track essentially that like, that your metal sheets are like lining in there. You've got holes along the bottom and everything.
Yeah. Did you just put this on the grass?
No,
Did you put a base?
I
on
put
it?
some asphalt
Gravel?
millings down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not that crazy.
All right.
So yeah, I knew I had to like have that channel free, and I was like, boy, if I'm trying to build this thing, like finish this thing up when we get back from Charleston and we have all the snow, I better like have something laying over that area so I can just like peel it off and I don't have to
You don't
like
have
be
to clean all
shoveling
the
through the
snow
snow
off,
and
yeah.
whatnot. So what I did was I left one of the boxes. It came in this massive cardboard box. I left one of the boxes outside, essentially covering that whole channel piece that I had not finished. Everything else was like done around the perimeter, and but I accidentally left. I knew at the time that I'd left a few materials in that box, but I also knew the materials were not going to be used until like the end of the shed. Everything else I'd actually brought inside the house, not because I was worried about weather, but it was like all those sheets. And I mean, I tell you what, pulling the plastic off that was horrendous.
Oh yeah.
I mean, first few sheets, I'm not even joking. I think it took me 10 plus minutes per sheet to pull the plastic off.
That's when you're like, does it really matter that the plastic is off? It's just gonna protect it more, right?
100%. But I also was like, the sun is just gonna make the plastic like not brittle, but like it's gonna chip away at the plastic in like one summer, and then the plastic's just gonna be like flaking off, and that's gonna drive me nuts. I was like,
yeah, microplastics and all.
Well, at least I wouldn't be eating it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I wanted all the rest of the pieces like inside, because I was like, Isabel and I will watch a show and we'll just like peel plastic off this stuff, which it was kind of hard to convince her to peel the plastic off.
Really? She's like, tell you what, you wanted this, so you handle the plastic.
That's not what she said, because I would have corrected her real quick. I would have said, hey, we wanted this. I was not, you wanted something to put stuff in back here. So I would have corrected her real quick. But yeah, I was like, she would love doing this, because it's one of those kinds of like, once you get the plastic started, it's pretty satisfying to peel off.
Yeah.
But it's just, starting it is not fun. So I do get that. So anyways, we got back from Charleston. We finished taking all the plastic sheets off. So I am like in the process of kind of like moving whatever snow outside that I needed to work on the shed again. And I guess I just forgot that I left materials in that box. Or no, I think I knew, but I was like backing up or something. Anyways, I step on the box, and I didn't like put all of my weight on the box. So I realized like half into the step, like, the box is here. So I didn't put that much weight on it, but I mean, there were like 4 sheets of metal left in that box, and I bent the metal enough to be like pretty annoying. So there was that. But the real problem that I had when I was doing the rest of the assembly was when I was going along the top side, I realized like they ship everything in 3 pieces lengthwise when you're going horizontally. So you always got 3 pieces that go together. That middle piece I'd seen before I got to that part with the sheets of metal, that it was flipped upside down. So I was like, all the holes that I'm going to be doing for the roof, that's currently facing down.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst when you're trying to like work backwards. You're like, wait, if I flip this over.
Yeah, well, I will say in the directions, it was like not very clear. Like you could tell that these holes lined up and these holes lined up so that you could screw these little bracket things together, but you couldn't tell what was up. Like, very annoying. Who's calling me now? Okay, leave a voicemail. But I'd noticed that before I got to the metal on that side. So I flipped that one upside down.
Okay.
So it was correct. But I saw that the other side was installed the exact same way. But since it was on, like I'd already moved the shed to its like final position, so it's like up against the side of the house. And to flip that one upside down, I would have had to move the shed off the house, undo all those pieces of metal, flip the thing upside down. I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I can easily screw my own holes on that side. We're fine. I was like, it'll be fine. So I work my way across the roof. I'm going, why?
Someone's really trying to get a hold of you.
So I'm drilling these holes. And then once I get to the section where holes were pre-drilled again, I was like, dang, now my holes are not lining up because I was just drilling holes where I needed to, and I was actually needing to like pull the sheets, stretch them a little bit more. So then I got into all this trouble where I was like, oh my gosh, nothing is lining up now. And then I was trying to install these sheets that I'd stepped on. So they were like bent in the middle. And so then I was having to like drill extra holes in the center of the sheet and get these little bolts to like compress the sheets together so that I wasn't just having like water leak through the roof. It's like, oh my goodness. But I got it all done, and I was using a bead of caulking in between each piece of roofing. Just to do a little extra precaution. But
you know what they say: do your best, caulk the rest.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
Well,
that's what Vern said.
Good.
When we were doing our shed, our barn.
Have you had any problems leaking?
No problems.
I don't think I've had any problems leaking either. So, yeah, it was a pain on the back half of that shed build.
How long you think it took to put that together?
Oh, are we including plastic pulling or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm not even joking. I wonder if pulling the plastic was half the battle.
Really?
I'm not even joking.
Okay.
It took so much time.
Without the plastic, how
if
long? If
all the metal was de-plasticked, are we including building the base too, or just the building of the shed?
Yeah.
I would say
the base being the asphalt millings, or
yeah. I'd probably say like it was broken up over several days, but I mean, I'd probably say a good like 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it was some time.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting a shed for the new house, and because it doesn't have like any sort of storage that is actually owned by the house. And I'm just like, man, should I try to get a kit and put it together myself, or should I just buy one that's like pre-made, you know? And
those pre-made sheds are expensive.
I know that they're expensive. I'm just thinking about like I just have only so
it's
much
always
time.
A battle of time versus money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
As Dad says, battle. I mean, we know Dad's listening. Just build yourself a shed. Build it on skids, and then you can pull it around wherever you need to.
Well, I do like the idea of not attaching it to the ground, because then you don't need a permit.
That's true. Well, I mean, what does Olentangy actually know?
Well, they're the ones that actually put the zoning together. Not Olentangy, but Orange.
Yeah.
But it has to be less than 100 square feet. So the biggest I could go would be 8 by 12.
Oh, dang. That's annoying.
Yeah. Which would be enough for what I need, but it'd be pretty small. Yeah. I would prefer like 8 by 16 or something.
My neighbor was asking about the shed, and he's like, did you have to get a permit for that? I was like, oh, dude. I was like, man, looking into permit stuff was the last thing I thought. I was like, I didn't even cross my mind. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to try to get away with this. I was like, literally didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully,
he was like, oh, he's like, honestly, I think you're good. He's like, I think that's small enough that you are in the clear. So I was like, okay,
and it's behind the house, so hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully
there's not any issue. Yeah.
Yeah. What I want to do with the shed is I want to do some like 2x4 framing in like the back of it, and then build this apparatus where I can essentially like the bikes will be, there'll be one wheel, the back wheel up
in the shed.
In the shed.
How big is this shed again?
I'm not confident
Because it
that
looks so tiny.
it does look tiny, but it's 8 foot by 12 foot, I think.
Is it really?
8 by 10.
It's just really short. So it makes it feel so much smaller.
It is short height wise. Yes.
Huh, okay.
I don't know. I'd have to measure it again, but I put Isabel's bike in there, and it could stand upright.
Okay.
So I think my bikes could do that. But yeah, I wanna build this thing where it's like I could just put each bike upright in the back, and then I'll have the little spot for the mower on the left side, and then maybe do something where I can hang my my snowboard up or something, and then we'll probably just get some plastic tubs or something to store some other things that we need stored and doesn't need to necessarily be inside.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good to have a space outside, but also not too much space. Then really does limit us on like what we keep, what we have.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, being someone who's trying to move right now, it is a huge benefit to not have stuff.
Yeah.
Huge benefit because we've
Huge.
just been moving. Oh, man. We've just been
All
moving
kinds of
so much stuff. And it's like we're getting rid of some stuff, but at the same time, there's like things that it's like I know for a fact I'm going to need that.
Yeah.
But I want to get rid of it so bad, so I just have less stuff. But it's like I'm going to have to go buy another one. Oh man, it's the worst. Yeah, so far the house projects that we've had haven't been insane, which is nice. I think the main thing is like the bathroom needed a little bit of love. So behind the toilet, there was a hole in the wall from where we took a different lamp off the wall when we moved in that Bailey didn't like.
A lamp behind the toilet?
Yeah, just like a sconce, basically.
A sconce behind the toilet?
Yeah, that Bailey didn't like. So I was like, man, I need to install something here. So I'm like trying to remember how to use a voltmeter. and I got it.
You got it.
I got it because
I need to get new
went,
batteries.
I went
in
to
our
an outlet
voltmeter, but to be honest, I do not understand electricity enough to understand what setting something needs to be on. Like,
yeah.
I understand
enough to keep myself from getting electrocuted, which is what is important.
That's important.
I just basically I stuck it in an outlet and I was like, okay, I've got 120 volts right now.
Sounds right.
So now I'm going to stick it on these two in the light outlet. Okay, I've got 120 right here. And then I go turn off the breaker and then I've got 0. So now I know for a fact I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got a light installed back there all by myself. Felt really good.
Wow.
And I installed several other lights in the house. One of which was an old ceiling fan that we took down. We didn't take it down. We took the I don't even know why we did this, but we took the blades off of it. Bailey didn't like the ceiling fan. So literally it was just...
That was the day that...
It was the bones of the ceiling fan
was in
with
the
just...
kitchen, right?
In the kitchen with
That was
just a
the day-
single light bulb.
Timmy took it down.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because me and Timmy were here, and we were working on doing the...
That's
adding
right.
gosh, you don't remember any of this? I thought you remembered everything.
Yeah.
We were adding the outlets upstairs,
Yeah.
and it was ridiculously
Oh, it was-
hot that day.
Oh, it was the worst day
And
of work.
plus, doing the outlets from essentially the attic side of your upstairs.
Where we
So
didn't
it
have
was not
AC.
no air conditioning at all.
Yeah.
It was just like
Oppressive.
oh my gosh, so hot. And Timmy was not drinking enough water.
Yeah.
And then he like conked out at the end of the day. Like literally he stayed with you because we didn't feel comfortable with him driving.
No, he stayed with you.
Oh, he stayed with me. Yeah, he stayed with
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Well, you didn't remember part of the story either.
Well, I remembered him being here.
Yes, he stayed with me, and Yeah, that was back when I still lived with the rents.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to
Little single Josiah.
single Josiah, but I wasn't single that night. Stayed in my room with me.
Yeah. In your bed.
Yeah, I think he was in my bed. I think he was like all set, like, oh, I'll be on the floor. I'll be on the floor. I was like, honestly, dude, I was like, this bed is actually pretty big. Like, I don't care if you get in bed. He's, oh, maybe I'll try out the bed. Oh, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like him. Yeah, so basically I think we installed the fan back up there again, and Bailey was like, just don't bother with the blades, because like I don't want that fan long term. And then we just leave it there for the next 6 years. And so
For the next 6 years.
yeah, so I was like, I need to replace that. So I replaced that one too, which felt really good. Man, it's like every electrical thing that I replace, I'm like, dang, I didn't know I was capable of that.
And they work too.
And they work too.
Whew.
So, but one of the things that needed to be replaced was the fan, the bathroom fan. And because the one that we had in there before was very loud, but it worked. So I just never bothered to change it.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where it took so long for it to like start up. Like you would turn on the switch and then it would start going like,
Oh.
and then it would get up to like speed.
Its capacitor was going out.
Yeah, it might have been.
I almost guarantee it. It's
it might have
start
been,
capacitor.
actually. Yeah.
Well, it probably has a dual capacitor.
Maybe.
I told you I was learning too much about electricity.
Here's the thing, though. It's a very small fan. It probably doesn't need a capacitor.
No?
Yeah.
You sure?
Now you need a capacitor on something like an AC unit to get that fan going, because it's a massive fan. But
You might be right.
all that to say, the fan was very old, very dusty, dirty, and I think that it just burned out. Eventually, it took so long to get started, I think it just burned out the motor.
Oof.
So now I'm like trying to find a fan that will actually fit it, and it is shockingly difficult to find.
It's so annoying when you're trying to find something
It's the
of the
worst.
same specs.
So I ordered one from Amazon that looked like it might work.
You didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then
It didn't have the dimensions on it?
it had, I mean, I could measure it. Yes, and it had the dimensions on
No, I'm
Amazon,
saying-
but you don't know. You just don't know until you have it physically there.
Yeah.
Because there's like brackets that it has to like fit with and stuff.
Okay.
So I just ordered it. I was like, whatever, I'll return it if I need to. And then I went to Menards and I picked up 2 others, just hoping that one of them would work. And I tried
I've been
both
there
of those.
when I
and-
buy way more than I need because
Yes.
I'm like, I'd rather not come back. Next
Yeah.
time I come back, I'll just return them.
Yeah. So I tried. So I tried both of the ones from Menards. Neither of them worked. I was just like, please, I hope that one from Amazon works. And it came the next day, the day that I was working on the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
And so I didn't get around to replacing it until the evening. And it got delivered. I pulled it out, held it up to the bracket. It looked like it would work. Bailey's just in here with Mac in the living room. And I had the door closed to the kitchen where the bathroom is like right off the kitchen, because I was trying to keep it quiet for Oliver had already gone to bed. And so I'm like there just replacing it, and I get it up there, installed and everything. And then I turned on the switch and it turns on and it is stupid quiet.
Was
Works
it working?
perfect.
Nice.
And I was like, it was like a genuine moment of shock from how quiet this fan was, because anyone would be that
You're
shocked.
just losing your
about-
crap in the bathroom.
Yes.
You're like, oh my goodness.
It's so quiet. Just because the old one was so loud.
Yeah.
Like we would try to not turn it on when Oliver was asleep because we were afraid it would wake him up.
So loud.
It was really bad.
That's insane.
So
It might wake your child, which is on a different floor.
yeah.
The bathroom van.
Yeah. So I came in here and told Bailey, I was like, guess what? I got the fan going. And it's so quiet. She's like, I kind of figured that you got the fan going because, and I was like, really? She's like, yeah, because I heard you do your. I was like,
You're like, you heard that?
I was like, you could hear that from in here, and I had the door closed, and she's like, yeah. So
I mean, the more direct route she would have heard you is like directly through the wall, which is actually crazy that she just heard that through the wall.
I have no idea what happened, but
Oh my goodness.
it was crazy. Every time I turn on that fan now, I'm like blown away by how quiet it is.
You're blown away?
I'm blown away by this fan. No pun intended.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
Where's it outlet?
It's got like a little tiny outlet on the box. Like the
Is it on the wall?
The housing? No, it's on the ceiling.
Okay.
It's like there's like a housing unit,
Yeah.
and you can pull the fan out of the housing unit and replace the fan, and it's got like a little outlet on the housing unit.
So where's the air go? Is what I'm saying.
It goes directly up through a vent, through the ceiling, through the roof.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Ah.
Now, there wasn't one when we moved in. And then when we
it was in
replaced
the attic.
when we replaced the roof, then we had to add one to the roof.
Yeah.
So everything, all of the moisture that we were pumping out of the bathroom up to that point was just going straight into our attic.
Yeah. Well, same with ours.
Yeah.
Because I had to add it. The dumb thing is it had a pipe on it.
And it just wasn't hooked up.
It could have gone to some place in the roof, but it was just left right in the attic. So, yeah, I did that last fall. I think it was turning into a long episode. Maybe it will be 2 episodes. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'll probably cut this. Tune in next week for another
Another house project
episode.
Say it with me. House projects.
Okay.
Any reviews?
Actually, I don't know about reviews. Hold on, let me see if I can find.
Probably not. Nobody reviews us.
Nope. No reviews. Isaac said he commented though. All right, comment is. This is on work trip food obsession.
Oh yeah.
Isaac said, J-Dog, it's called lunch. Noon meal is wild. And then he said, Collab, they are called uniforms. I'm trying to remember what I even said. Uniforms? He told me. I said something that... I don't know.
They're Isaac, if
Isaac
you're listening,
doesn't like...
there's a reason I say noon meal, but if I
told him already. The dinner supper thing.
Oh. Yeah.
I told him I figured that was probably
100%. I was like, if I tell him the reason, then he's gonna feel bad for even mentioning it.
Well, I didn't tell him the whole reason.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
So right now he just thinks that you're
We'll
weird.
just call it dinner supper.
Yep.
You're gonna ask me, Isaac. And you'll feel bad about yourself.
Yep. Wow. Our last one did pretty well on YouTube. We got 12 views.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's a 1 out of 10 in the ranking.
Whew.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Leave a review.